welcome to the third video in the series of videos where we're going over the REST API and how you can use it to improve your DevOps efforts. Just want to know here that if you have seen the previous videos in this series and you have any ideas or suggestions on different ways that you can use the REST API, please shoot us an email at support@contrastsecurity.com, and we'd be happy to take a look and help you out with any projects you're planning to do, or even make more videos like this on how you can use a REST API for specific goals. One of the main uses for Contrast itself is the fact that you get access to all your vulnerabilities in your application. So let's try to do something with those vulnerabilities, and let's see if we can take them out of the team server and so we can process them ourselves. So there is a REST API endpoint for that, and that is the export XML all endpoint. So here's a command to export all vulnerabilities within an application into an XML file. So here's a command to do that. Again, this is a post since we're actually getting data from the team server. And then we have the -o flag and vulnerabilities.zip. This is just saying, again, take the output of this command and then output that into a file named vulnerabilities.zip. So this does include an XML file, but it's archived as a zip file. So we need to save it as a zip file. Next, we have our URL, which is, again, just a normal URL, API-ng. Here we have our organization UUID, traces, application UUID, export XML all. So this is again taken from the API docs page, and I'll show you that in a second. One new field here is the application UUID. This can be found similar to how organization UUID is found, which is through the URL itself, and I'll show you how I can get that. And we also have the next two fields, which are normal for every single API command, which are the authorization and the API key. And then let's just add this last flag here, -- compressed. So let's run this command and let's see how it looks like. So I'm here back at my terminal. Let me clear this out. And again, I already have a command that I have working here with my own values. So I'll just copy that in here. It's the exact same format as what I was just showing a few seconds ago, but it just has my own values. So let me just walk through it really quick. Again, expose -o. I'm going to save it to a file named vulnerabilities.zip. In the same folder here, I have my URL. This is my organization UUID, traces, and then my application UUID. So to get the application UUID, you go into your team server, click on applications, and then you choose which application you want to get the traces from. So in this case, I'm going to get it from WebGoat, and the application ID is the one that's in this URL here. So the first hash is always the organization, and then /applications or any other component that you're looking at, and then it'll be the index of that component. So in this case, I'm looking at application, and its hash is this. So I'm going to copy that and put that in the application UUID section. Then we have export XML all. And then we also have our authorization and API key headers. Let me just show you really quick how this endpoint is documented. So back here, go to application traces, and I would like to get all of the traces exported into an XML file. So that's this endpoint. And so as you can see, it's just ng org UUID, traces, app ID, export XML all. So all we need are these two hashes and then also API key and authorization, which is what we have in this command. So let's run this and see how it looks like. Cool, looks like it downloaded a file. Let's make sure it's there. Great, so we have vulnerabilities.zip. Let me open that up. So here I have this file. If I unpack it, I get this XML file, which has all the traces, 57. Let's open this up. Great, so yeah, we have all the traces that are in this application, this WebGoat application. And that's all there is to it. We just run one command and we downloaded all the application vulnerabilities into a single file, and it was very easy to do. And that's one of the advantages of using the REST API, is that once you have created this command, the same command can be used in multiple places and at as many times as you'd like. So for this example, you can use it to just modify which application you're getting data from. For the users example, you can modify which users you're importing into Team Server. Thank you for watching the videos on how to use a REST API with contrast. We really pay a lot of attention to making ourselves very nimble and very easy to integrate into any environment. And we also, of course, give you very accurate security results. We have various plugins and other integrations that allow us to be DevOps focused, but the main key out of all of those is definitely the REST API. As I mentioned before in the other videos, our own products, the Team Server and the agents, rely on the same REST API that you have access to. And so you can make your own integrations with contrast very successful if you use the REST API. Thanks so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.